what is up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Gran Turismo 7. It's time to burn rubber and make bold eagle noises as we go all American for the new online time trial, apart from the track, which does feel like a bit of a missed opportunity there by Polyphony. But of course, this time around we do have one of the new 1.59 cards in the form of the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 C5 generation. Okay, so here is an overview of the new lap time challenge. It's at Dragon Trail Seaside. Now in terms of the car itself, of course it's the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 C5 from 2001. Now in terms of the finer details, top 3% is gold and 2 million credits, top 5% silver and 1 million, and top 10% is bronze and 250k. The track is of course Dragon Trail Seaside. The entry period is the 15th of May 2025 at 8 AM until the 29th of May 2025 at 7:59 AM. Usable tyres and types are sports mediums, so if you do own this car you will need to purchase a set. Wide body prohibited and nitrous prohibited. Now in terms of the specified car, of course it's the Z06 C5. BOP is set to mid-speed. It can be a garage car or event specified car, so you can rent it. Car settings are specified, track limits are normal, and both shortcut and wall collision will invalidate your lap time. Okay, so let's begin with general tips and tricks then. Now before you even go ahead and enter the event itself, head over to qualifying time rankings, global rankings, and load up one of the replay icons, preferably one of the fastest in the world. The main reason for this is you can go ahead and learn what the best in the world are currently doing. And before you even get onto the track, do the exact same, head to global leaderboards and then head to load up a ghost. Again, the main reason for this is because you can follow them around, see where they're gaining time, see where you're losing time, and again, just practice makes perfect. Now, in terms of the rest of the tips, I fully recommend having your assists off. Yes, unfortunately, this is an American car, which in GT7 means it wants to slide all over the place. However, it does have good performance, and I fully recommend taking off all of your assists other than ABS to default. Next up is a manual transmission. Once again, you're going to want to have full control over the gears, especially when it comes to short shifting and ensuring you've got as much grip as possible on the corner exits. So next up then, this is going to be careful of the curbs. Here there are a lot of very aggressive curbs, and more often than not you do have to run them. However, you will need to be extremely cautious as they can really kick out the rear of the car or send you off the track. And finally, catch it. Get ready to catch this car, because even if you are short shifting out of corners, more often than not it will start drifting away at the rear, and you need to be ready to just do that little bit of a lift just to get the car on the straight and narrow. Alright, so next up, let's talk about the car specific stuff. Of course, this is a brand new car to GT7 today. This is the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 C5 from 2001. Now, by default, it has a PP rating of 562.97, a displacement of 5,665 cc, an FR drivetrain, 384 brake horsepower, and does weigh 1,409 kg. It's also naturally aspirated. Now by default it will be on sports hards, and you will need to purchase some sports mediums for this one. So if you want to pick it up from Brand Central, it's 65k. From used car dealership it's 54.2k. However, you can also rent the car if you don't want to go ahead and purchase it, but why wouldn't you? It's brand new and it's absolutely awesome. Okay, so here's some things I picked up on whilst driving the car in this online time trial. So it's a 384 brake horsepower rear wheel drive American monster. One thing to note is that it does move a lot under braking. This is especially prevalent when you're running a lot of the curbs here. So just be aware, make note of it, because again, it might catch you by surprise the first few times it does it. But it is quite easy to get used to, and once you do, you can predict exactly what the car is going to do in advance. Next up is the rear is prone to slipping. Now again, this is mainly on corner exit, and even when you're short shifting it might do it at times. This is because of the brutal acceleration this thing puts out, so just be aware that it is instant power delivery. Of course, being naturally aspirated, there's no turbocharger to spool up and it will just put the power down straight away. Now in terms of the car, this might sound a bit strange, but it does have very good grip and very good brakes. Now again, the main reason for putting this is that once you're in that corner, the car does tend to stick, which is quite a rarity for a vehicle running on sports mediums. Quite often it will try and get away from you mid-corner, but for the Z06 that's just not really a thing, and the brakes do a great job at actually slowing the car down in time, so you'll probably feel quite comfortable quite quickly. Now in terms of the car itself, it can feel a little heavy at times. Again, it's not the lightest car in the world by no means, but a lot of that weight can be felt mainly through this sort of mid-speed to low-speed corners, so just take note of that and just be aware of it. But let's get into the lap itself then. This is going to be my current fastest lap at the time of making this video. There is plenty of time to improve upon, but honestly at the minute this feels good enough, and again if I feel the need to, I'll just go back over time. Now we're going to be absolutely flat out down the main straight until we get to the 200 board. Between the 200 and 150, begin to brake and get your car into second gear on the entry of the corner. Now be aware of these curbs here. You do want to try and cut on the inside of them, but not too much that it sort of kicks the car out and gets it on two wheels. Short shift to third and then get ready to catch it on exit. Power out and run up on the outside curb here and get ready to get to the next awkward section. Now you're going to be in fourth gear here, and once again you want to bring the car to the inside, but again cut the curb but not too much that it flips the car onto two wheels. It's almost pinpoint accurate here. Now you want to brake once you get on the outside curb, get yourself into second gear and head to the inside of the curb right here. Run it and then bring the power back in, up into third gear on exit on the curb, and then power down and get ready for the next section. Now you're going to be flat out over the right hander here and then get ready to brake and lift into third gear for the left hander here. Now cut as much to the inside as possible and then short shift up to fourth. You might need to lift just slightly through the right hander, and the same with the left hander. Again, just bring the throttle in gently, run the curb on the outside and then full throttle all the way down to the right hander. Now here you're looking for the boards on your left. You'll see the 200 board just after the rear of the car disappears there. Brake and bring it down the gears. Get up on the curb but not too much that it slips the car out, into second and get yourself on the inside of the right hander, and then gently bring the power in and short shift to third for the maximum amount of traction on exit. Bring the car out nice and wide and get ready for the dreaded death chicane. Now admittedly I'm being incredibly cautious through here and it's where I'm losing most of my time. So fourth gear, cut the inside, get over to the left and then bring it out nice and wide. Gently ride this curb here and then turn in on the left. Lift if you need to and then full throttle, cut the curbs and hope that the car sticks. Mine only just narrowly misses that wall there, which will invalidate your lap time. Again, I'm probably a little bit too cautious through there, but I didn't want to absolutely butcher the rest of the lap. Then when you see the 150, brake, bring the car into second gear, go out nice and wide and then line it up so that you're on the inside on exit and a nice wide exit up into third gear. After that, full power down and up and across the line. Overall, an incredibly enjoyable combination featuring a brand new car and of course the death chicane itself. And that is going to complete this online lap time challenge. Massive thank you to all of my members listed on screen now, and a huge thank you to you guys watching at home. Hopefully this video does help you out, and if it does, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care guys, peace.